Yo! Look at the guy. He's on the boat. He's like, yo, I'm boating.
I'm boating.
I'm boating. Oh, gotta get that. Oh, and he gets the kill with the
I'm boating. Are you boating?
Oh, he schwacks with the AK-74U. That's the most overpowered gun. Anyway, let's start the video.
Hey guys, welcome back to This Is a Video. We're going to make it in one day. Come out with this video today, and we're going to be reviewing Black Ops Cold War. Thank you for coming to the video.
I thought you were going to read what it said up there. It said, thank you to
Activision. use I'm going to cut out that part.
Yeah. All right. Well, why'd you thank them for coming to the video? You're like, thank you so much. Please, thank you so much.
Okay, we'll remake that intro.
The video.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be reviewing Black Ops Cold War, giving our first impressions.
No, sorry, Nico, you're saying it wrong. CODBOCW.
That's
what it's called.
CODBOCWA. You got to add the A for alpha. That's what we played. CODBOCWA.
But anyway,
CODBOCWA. BOCWA, CODBOCWA. We played CODBOCWA. We played this game. You're watching gameplay.
We played Cold War Alpha. We're just gonna call it Cold War. All right. Black Ops. They literally only
Call
have
of
it in
Duty
there
Cold War.
Yeah, they just have it
Call
in there
of
for the
Duty
brand
Black Ops
recognition.
1.5, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War 1, and then
we'll have
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War 2 and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War 2, and then it'll have like another subtitle, so it'll be like Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War 2 Vietnam War 2.
Vietnam War 2. Anyway, so we played the alpha for this game because it was free for PS4.
And you don't need PS Plus,
you don't need
which
PS
is great.
Plus.
Like Xbox never does that.
Yeah, Xbox never does that. You have to have Xbox Live to do anything, pretty much. But anyway, we played it. We're gonna give our impressions on it and stuff like that. So
you just got sniped.
Yeah, but we gotta pause the gameplay because we're just gonna get distracted.
No, we have to watch the game.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, these are our initial thoughts. So, initial thoughts.
It's all right.
We're hopeful.
Yeah, we have. Oh man, look at that ladder.
We need to restart. We're restarting.
No, this is great.
Okay.
We're making it like this.
Okay.
But
yeah, our initial thoughts are we're hopeful. It seems decent. Like there's some things that we really like, and then there's some stuff that we're a little bit nervous about.
Yeah. I think it has a lot of potential, and it has way more potential than the past few games.
Modern Warfare Modern Warfare, Black Ops 4,
COD World War II.
They all when we played
Ghosts,
something was just
Advanced
off.
Warfare.
Yeah, something was just off. It just didn't really.
But this
feel
game
like
feels kind of like the older COD games.
It does. Like it legitimately feels like Satellite. Satellite is a really great map, and it feels like it would be in Black Ops 1. It's a fantastic map. I don't know why people are hating on it for some reason, but it's still a really, really great map, and I'm happy that there's some decent maps in Call of Duty. Like
this, that's Black. We mentioned this of the COD games we've played. We haven't played a Ghost or Advanced Warfare enough to really say.
But probably.
I'm gonna say probably maps aren't that great.
Yeah, we've seen.
But this map, Satellite, we think it's the best map in COD since Black Ops 2, which is kind of pathetic.
It is kind of insane to say that. Oh yeah, we finally get a good map after like 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years we get a good map.
We get a good map. But I also played. Nico didn't have the chance to play Miami, but I played Miami, and it was pretty good. There was some. I know Drifter might freak out about this, but some height variation. I know it's kind of scary, but there was some height variation, and like it was good, and a lot of the maps seem pretty decent. We're talking about the 6v6 maps. We played Moscow. Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan,
but it's better than like most modern maps. Just gonna say right now.
Yeah, I'd rather play that than anything in Black Ops 4.
And then again, and remember, like these maps always play way differently when people get their hands on them first, at like their first time getting their hands on them.
We'll have to see when people learn the maps, how it plays.
Yeah,
from what I experienced, Moscow kind of just seemed like a big mess. It felt a lot like a Modern Warfare map to me. It did,
but again, it might change. And we're going to say this right now. This is an alpha. There was quite a lot of issues. Again,
bugs and glitches and weird frame drops.
And again, since there's so few items, everybody's going to be using like the same thing. So there was like everybody.
And there's like the AK-47U is overpowered.
Shotguns,
but that's already been nerfed.
Yeah, shotguns. The Spaz 12 is really insane. Like you could literally two-shot people with that thing, and it's a secondary. so it's kind of stupid. But there was also snipers galore. Like, there were so many snipers. Quick scoping is sadly bad.
Yeah, we're not huge fans of quick scoping. It's fun to use the snipers, but it's too easy. I'm a trash sniper, and I did well with snipers.
I think Black Ops 2 did a pretty great job sniper-wise.
Yeah.
But still, we're hoping they fix that. Again, this is just an alpha, so that's why we're saying that we're hopeful. Because, like, again, we think that the core gameplay is pretty decent, and we think that it could actually be legitimately good, and we could actually finally play a good COD game again, which is, it's been a while.
Yeah, like, 8 years.
Yeah, it feels like good COD and stuff like that. The weapons are pretty great, and the class customization, I actually like that. I've never really been a huge fan of pick den, just because you could, like, again, Black Ops 4. Yeah. Black Ops 4 kind of left a sour taste in my mouth with, like, you could just take off your perks and take off your secondary to get like 5 million attachments. I think
pick 10 is fine. I know it's really popular with the community. But honestly, I always preferred the Modern Warfare 2 sort of system.
Yeah, MW2
and the simplicity of it
had great.
But I do think that this system is way better than other COD games.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the gunsmith is pretty decent.
Oh yeah, the gunsmith is improved from Modern Warfare.
The perk balancing is good, like because Ninja, Cold Blooded, and what's the other one called? Ghost are all in the same category.
Yeah, this game has a mini map. That works.
It's really great. The mini map works. You can see where people are when they're shooting, unless they have a suppressor, obviously.
Yeah,
and it's really good.
There's not some stupid gimmick that they just put on it for no reason, like Fog of War. Fog of War is literally just the exact same thing with a different name.
It is. Fog of War is so stupid. It's completely pointless. But yeah, the core gameplay we think is really decent and stuff, and the weapons were good. We liked all the weapons except snipers were a little bit overpowered.
In Modern Warfare, for us, I don't know if it's on other consoles, whatever, but on Xbox One, I know we're such plebs, but it just feels really awful to fire weapons in Modern Warfare. It feels like your frame rate tanks, or like you have motion blur when you're firing. And this game felt way better, but we did play it on PS4, of course, so it could be different on Xbox.
Yeah, but even then, it still feels like...
And graphically, we thought this game was a step up from Modern Warfare, although, again, because we played on PS4 and we played Modern Warfare on Xbox, it could be different. But Modern Warfare, I know it looks great on Xbox One X and PC, but on base Xbox One, it looks like poop.
It does. It looks awful. There's just, you can see pixels and stuff like that. And
it looks like a Xbox One game that was ported to 360 or something.
Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna move on to the score streak system, and the score streak system we are not a huge fan of.
Yeah.
Lots of people have issues with it. We do too.
My biggest issue is just why.
Yeah, why? Why as well?
What's the point?
Score streak, like, they wanted to, apparently, this is what I heard from, like, Drifter's video and stuff like that, and tons of other YouTubers. They said they wanted to combat they wanted to combat the camping of, like, the kill streaks, but they also wanted to combat the score streaks as well, because people could just, like, hop on and off objectives to gain, points for stepping on it and stuff like that. So they wanted to try and combat all that, but in doing so, they just kind of made streaks just bonuses you randomly get, like
I mean, I know there's a system, but we don't really, it's not easy to understand how you actually get them, and it's going to be really confusing for the average player, and it's too much like free abilities. Like, you just get kills and you get kill streaks whether or not you stay alive.
Yeah, and you don't know, like, when you get your streaks. Like, every once in a while you'll just get UAV. You're like, okay, that's nice.
But I remember I was just like, I got a UAV in one life, and then I respawned, and I, like, walked a few feet, and then I just got, like, a random streak. And I just went to Sam, like, what? Why did I get that?
Yeah, and I was like, because of the streak system and stuff. Which, again, because I love the old games when you're like, all right, I got 2... Like, you start out, you get a kill. You're like, okay, I got a kill. And then you get 2 kills. You're like, okay, I'm getting ready. I got to get a UAV. And you're like, in your head, you're like, okay, I got to... You know when the streak is coming, so you plan around that.
Yeah.
And you play it differently, but in this game, it just, bonuses.
Yeah, and the tension when you're, like, 1 away from your streak or something. But, yeah, in this game, it's just kind of like, oh, I guess I'll get a streak if I play.
And, again,
will I?
Yeah, and UAVs are 800 points. So, like, if you're doing really bad, it'll take you 16 kills to get, which is kind of insane. But if you're doing really great, you could get it in, like, 1 life.
Yeah,
it's super consistent.
I just want them to go back to kill streaks, no score streaks.
If this game had kill streaks, I think it would be super improved. Like, I know camping was kind of a thing, but this game, we've run into very little camping, which is very nice as well. Again, so much better than Modern Warfare.
Yeah, this game doesn't have that much camping.
No.
But you never know. With the COD community, it could always turn out poorly.
And as you said, we already talked about that one map or whatever, but the other map, I said, Miami was pretty good. Moscow wasn't that great. But now we're going to talk about the Combined Arms maps. Combined Arms is not that great.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
It's super inconsistent.
In a way, it's like neutered Ground War.
It is.
But it's better than Ground War.
It's better.
It's better, because, I mean, I really disliked Ground War. I know lots of people liked it. But I just felt it was a complete mess of explosions and chaos with...
Tanks, with just snipers,
no thought, no flow, just a bunch of crap, and it's way better than that. I'll say that much.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like the same it's in a lesser degree. Like it's kind of a mess.
It's super inconsistent because like what happened was Nico got like terrible matches, but I got some really decent matches
on the same maps.
Like Armada can be really, really fun, but then you just get it and you can't find people. But then you run into like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
you die.
It feels like everyone is always everywhere, but yet no one is anywhere.
Yeah, there's too many objectives.
Yeah, there's so many objectives. You just run around, you lose an objective, then you cap an objective, you just go back and forth.
Yeah, there's 5 objectives, so that's basically, and there's 12 people per team.
Yeah.
So there's basically 2 people on the enemy team per objective.
And as Sam mentioned, it's kind of like people just show up, and when they do, all of them show up. But then you'll just go like 5 minutes. No one shows up. And then you just get to an objective, and it's like it's blue, and it's far into your territory. There shouldn't be any enemies. But then there's just like 5 guys, and you die, and you get shot in the back or something.
And then you didn't experience this, but the tanks are awful. I hate the tanks so much in this map. That the Crossroads, I think it's called. It's Russia. It's this Russian map. I played on the first time and I was like, this map is great. I'm so happy. And then I played on the second time and I was like, oh my gosh, the tanks are so annoying. There's so many snipers, which as you mentioned, quick scoping is kind of insane. But it was just really, really like super inconsistent, and we don't think we'll be playing this mode. But again, it's fine since we have the other mode.
But it's kind of disappointing that this is the way COD games are now. That some maps are made only for a specific mode, and they don't even block out part of it so you can play it on another mode, so you just get less content if you don't enjoy a mode.
Yeah, which is what I was going to bring up, which is a big concern of mine. Like, Modern Warfare kind of had this issue as well. Like, since they had so many modes, there was like 3 ground war maps, 6 regular maps, and like 3 gunfight maps. It's like, that's going to be a huge concern. And apparently, there's this other mode where there's like 4 people, there's like 4 teams, and it's like this weird like operations mode and stuff like that. And it's like I'm pretty sure they'll be using these maps, but at the same time, I just kind of wish that they've mainly focused on the modes that people.
I feel that
most.
The game would just be far better if they focused only on making like whatever 6v6 good. Just make like TDM domination. Just make the maps for that. Make that good, and then as DLC content, you could add like some other mode or map specifically designed for some other mode.
They did that back in the older COD games. They added like different modes and stuff like that.
But with the base game, with the game you purchase, you spend your money on, you should get an experience that is tailored for one game mode, and that game mode actually has significant amounts of content, as opposed to 6 game modes that have like very little content each.
Yeah, that's what modern games nowadays like have that issue where like they just try and like accommodate everybody. They want to have that little mode for everybody. Like Battlefield does that. Battlefield did that with like they wanted to have Firestorm, but they also wanted to have every single mode. And then
Conquest and Grand Operations,
along with regular operations and stuff. And then this game kind of feels the same. Modern Warfare tried to do that when the old COD games just worked because they
knew what they were designing the game for.
And also consumers consumers will buy consumers want more of like what they like.
Yeah.
And in this case. Consumers will be
not a bit of what they like and then a bunch of what they don't like.
Yeah, so like people, you know what you're gonna like. You shouldn't like advertise your game as like an all-in-one package. Like they know what they're gonna get. Like if you don't like for example, in this game again, if you don't like the really small Call of Duty things, you have Battlefield that has like huge, massive maps. If you don't like massive Battlefield maps, you get Call of Duty.
Call of Duty is trying to take on every single competitor. And just, like, we got to have hero shooter elements. We got to have large maps, small maps, large game modes, vehicles, battle royale. No, we play COD for 6v6.
Yep,
and I think that's what most people play it for, except now Warzone is popular.
Yeah. And that's what your average person, like, I have tons of people.
At least that's what people buy COD for.
Yeah.
They buy it for that. Mm-hmm. And then it, like, free to play people can play Warzone or whatever.
Yeah, but I have, like, half of my coworkers always buy the Call of Duty, but they just play like team deathmatch.
Yeah,
so, like,
99% of people only want to play TDM.
My cousin literally just plays like 6v6, plays maybe TDM most of the time, maybe a round of domination. That's what I do. I play 6v6.
Yeah, me
I play
too.
hardpoint every once in a while, TDM.
And these
domination.
other modes, I'll try them out, but they're never as good as TDM to me. Like,
yeah,
I just want to play TDM. I bought COD, not TDM, but just 6v6. I bought COD to play 6v6. And I can play Battlefield, like Sam said. I can play Battlefield if I want to play a large map with more players.
Mm-hmm. So that's why we're a little bit nervous for the amount of content. And and
with COVID and all that stuff, we don't know how they're actually, like, if there's going to be a lot of content.
I'm more surprised because, like, it's kind of insane that this game, since Treyarch mainly developed it, Treyarch only had like 2 years to develop this game, but they had 3 years for Black Ops 4. But Black Ops 4 had more reused assets.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of having a little bit more hope. And again, we like the game. As I said, we think it's decent. Like, so far, like, I'd give it like I don't know, maybe like a 6 or something like that. It's decent. It's fun.
Yeah, probably a 6. And I feel like it has so much potential to be like a really great COD game.
If they fix the
streets,
they
gotta fix these maps, those maps we talked about that aren't good, or like they gotta add flow. I don't know how they can do it. I'm not a game designer. I don't have any idea what they can do to fix it, but they have to do something.
Yeah, if the game releases and it has like a pretty good chunk of maps, like if it has 11 maps in like the 6v6 mode, and like
I know that's a lot to ask for.
Nowadays. I know it's a lot to ask for. Even though back in the old games we had 12, like we had 7 really great maps and like 6 or so okay maps in the entire game when it released.
Yeah, and like 12 maps, that was the standard. Now that's like,
now
oh my
like,
god, we're getting
cow.
11 maps? What the heck? That hasn't happened for 8 years or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that hasn't happened for. But
and
the thing is, they just keep making less content for the core 6v6
So
modes.
we think, but yeah, all in all, we think this will be pretty good. Again, we literally didn't talk about the campaign, and the campaign seems pretty decent from what we've seen.
Yeah.
Like the one, we got a cutscene and we got this gameplay mission that I thought looked really neat. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but it was really neat where like you could actually like take somebody and like you could use them as a shield, and you know how you put the pistol to their head and you walk them by, and it seems pretty decent. So again, this is the first time that we've ever felt kind of hopeful that Call of Duty could be good again.
Yeah, and just so you know, we're not the YouTubers. Every year, it's always the same. It's like during the beta, everyone's really optimistic, and then the longer the game goes on, everyone hates it.
Put up a picture of the COD cycle. It always happens.
Yeah.
Like May, get hyped for the trailer. Like November or like October or September, play the beta, enjoy the game.
And everyone hates the game by the time the next one comes
out.
Yeah,
game releases.
But the thing is, when we played Modern Warfare beta, we didn't like it.
No, we didn't.
And we didn't get the game. And when I played the Black Ops 4 beta, I didn't like it either, but I still got the game for something.
You said you liked it.
I said I liked it, but I actually didn't. I was in denial. I wanted it to be good. So I just kind of convinced myself that it was actually going to be good.
Yeah, we were.
And then like the COD World War II beta, it was all right.
It was fine. I don't know.
It was way better than what we have now.
Yeah, but we're just really hopeful for this game. We finally have hope for a game. But if it's not good, then we'll stick to Black Ops 2.
Yeah, we'll just play Black Ops 2.
We'll play those games again. But
and let's just talk. I want to talk briefly about like the gunplay. I mentioned earlier that it's kind of like Modern Warfare. Like they made it less clunky in a way, but I'm still not a huge fan of all the smoke and the effects and stuff. I just want to see clearly what I'm aiming at.
Yeah, me too. I think it's sometimes it's a little bit hard to see the enemy.
It looks good, but I don't really care how it looks as long as I just want it to play well.
Yeah, and again, it did play well. And like I did like the gunplay. The gunplay was pretty good. There is a little bit one concern that we think needs to be addressed. I think that headshot multiplier is kind of insane. Like I tried this out with the Commando. It took like 3 shots to kill this dude in the head, but like 6 or 7 shots to the body. Like, that's kind of insane. I might be a little exaggerating a little bit, but still, I am serious. It does take it drastically shortens
and
it. So
I think what's going to happen, as people get really sweaty and get really good, what's going to happen is that you're going to have lots of deaths that feel inconsistent. It's kind of happened in Black Ops 4, but it could be even worse in this game.
Yeah, so
like where you just die in a frame, but then it feels like your guns do no damage to other people unless you hit the head and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, I think we pretty much
covered most of it. Is there anything else?
No, not much. That's pretty much it. I said, like, we're finally... This COD game could either A... I see this going one of 2 ways. Either A, it'll be pretty decent, and I'll get it, and I'll enjoy it. Or B, it'll be not that great, but it'll probably still be better than, like, Modern Warfare and stuff.
Yeah.
So, those are the 2 options that I see, so... tell us your thoughts on the beta as well if you have a PS4.
Yeah.
I know it's stupid that they're only doing PS4 exclusive, but I mean, if this is what we have to do in order to get crossplay and like everybody gets the DLCs at the same time, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But, leave your
if
thoughts.
You have any video ideas, leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.